The Monster Squad. Very few titles elicit such warm and cozy feelings in the hearts of horror kids who grew up in the 80s and early 90s. What other movie combined all the classic Universal monsters? Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the Gillman, the Mummy, oh my! And the only thing standing in their way, the fearless defenders tasked with protecting all of mankind from the bloodthirsty creatures of the night, is a group of little kids? We're all dorked. I rented The Monster Squad I can't tell you how many times growing up. It passed my mother's litmus test because it was rated PG-13, and really, how bad could it be when the heroes of the piece are a bunch of little kids? Of course, it was 1980s PG-13, and the violence, language, and various other situations would most likely land this movie an R rating today. Maybe a hard R. It's the perfect combination of action, horror, and fantasy with a tremendous sense of humor, memorable characters, great performances, awesome makeup effects, loads of fun, and heaps of heart. Even today, as a grown man whose spirits have been stomped on, whose dreams have been dashed, whose hopes have been torn asunder, The Monster Squad still brings a smile to my face and temporarily warms the cockles of my cold and broken heart. The creature designs, courtesy of the late Stan Winston and brought to life by a crew of insanely talented artists, including Alec Gillis and Tom Woodruff Jr., all look incredible. Winston and crew had quite a task on their hands. You see, they had to redesign each monster, save Dracula, in order to avoid trademark infringement, yet keep them looking like the same monsters that we all know and love. My favorite is the Wolfman, and not just because he has nards. It's certainly one of the most lupine variations of the character ever, and I love John Grye's performance as the desperate man. Grye also played a wolf-like vampire in the criminally underrated Fright Night Part 2. A close second favorite would be the Gillman. Duncan Regehr is an underrated Dracula. His performance as the Prince of Darkness is regal, sophisticated, and evil as hell. He calls a little girl a bitch to her face. That's just mean. I also love the scene where a very pissed off Dracula rolls up on Sean's house and blows up the Monster Squad's treehouse with freaking dynamite. However, it's Tom Noonan's Frankenstein's monster that steals the show. Every scene he has with the kids, Phoebe in particular, are just so sweet. The young cast who make up the Monster Squad were the epitome of cool. You had Rudy, played by Ryan Lambert, who dressed like a 50s greaser, stared death in the face more than once, and defeated evil with bow, wooden stake, and even silver bullet. Bang. Being a husky boy, I related to Horace, aka Fat Kid, played by Brent Callum. Horace has some of the best moments and dialogue in the movie. When he blows away the Gillman with that 12-gauge and is treated with that awesome hero shot where he racks the shotgun triumphantly while reminding his former bullies,
"My name is Horace."
Andre Gower plays Sean, the fearless leader of the squad, and Robby Kiger is Patrick, his best friend and second in command. Phoebe, Sean's little sister and hanger-on, played by Ashley Bank, is as blunt as she is cute, and just as fearless as her big bro, it turns out. The dialogue in this movie is the gift that keeps on giving. Co-writers Fred Dekker and Shane Black gift us with one banger after the other, such as "Creature Stole My Twinkie" and "Wolfman's Got Nards." I also greatly appreciate, especially now as an adult, the textures that Dekker and Black added to ground the movie, such as the marital issues between Sean's parents. And the real monster scary German guy knows all too well. And the soundtrack, my goodness, the Monster Squad rap is, in a word, fire. And this movie features an all-star cast of stuntmen, including Bob Elmore, Leatherface from Chainsaw 2, the Swamp Thing himself, Dick Durock, and one of my favorite Michael Myers performers, George Wilbur. And to think, for the longest time, the Monster Squad was trapped on tape. Then, it finally got an awesome DVD release from Lionsgate, with a plethora of extras. I nearly shed a tear holding this thing in my hand, for the very first time, and the making of documentary on here is nostalgia overload. And speaking of nostalgia, we horror fans are lousy with it. Part of Monster Squad's charm for people like me is that it takes us back to a simpler time. However, The Monster Squad has more than nostalgia on its side. On one hand, it's a movie that was ahead of its time. On the other, it's a throwback. But at the end of the day, it's just a damn good movie. Period. As for this new 4K UHD release from Kino Lorber, The Monster Squad has never looked or sounded so good. The 4K presentation here is sourced from the original camera negative, and aside from a couple of moments early on that I thought looked a little too dim, I was very impressed with the levels of detail, depth, and clarity here. As for audio, we're treated to a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and 2.0 tracks. I listened with the 2.0 track enabled, and I thought the movie sounded clean, clear, and really good. Overall, I'd give both the picture quality and the sound quality on this release a 4.5 out of 5. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have The Monster Squad Forever, the 5-part documentary that first appeared on the Lionsgate DVD release. It's 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 15 seconds in length. It includes interviews with pretty much all the principal players in front and behind the camera discussing the making of The Monster Squad. It's one of the best making of documentaries ever. Next, we have A Conversation with Frankenstein, an archival interview with Frankenstein. It's 8 minutes and 43 seconds in length, and it's quite amusing. It also appeared on the old Lionsgate DVD. We get 14 minutes and 6 seconds of deleted scenes. We get an animated storyboard sequence, still gallery, TV spots, and a theatrical trailer. And we get the Wolfman's Got Nards documentary directed by Andre Gower, which is 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 14 seconds in length. It includes interviews with Fred Dekker, Shane Black, Andre Gower, Duncan Regehr, Ryan Lambert, Stephen Mocht, Ashley Bank, among many others, including Monster Squad fans like Seth Green, Adam Green, Chuck Russell, Heather Langenkamp, Joe Lynch, Rebecca McKendry, Zach Galligan, and many more. We also get 2 audio commentaries, the first with Fred Dekker and cinematographer Bradford May, and the second with Fred Dekker, Andre Gower, Ryan Lambert, and Ashley Bank. This 4K UHD from Kino Lorber is the definitive release for The Monster Squad. If you are a fan of this movie, then this release needs to be in your collection. Let me know your thoughts on The Monster Squad down in the comments section below. If you've already picked up this 4K release, let me know your thoughts on it as well. Also, let me know what your favorite nostalgia-inducing movie is while you're down there. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.